Morning, guys. Tuesday, March 4th. It's been a minute since I started, press the record button. Just been dealing with a lot, man. Just, going through, I guess maybe some growing pains in life. Just some things where I had to, just really focus and kind of just tuck the camera away, because I think part of it for me was I was definitely not really being myself with you guys, trying to emulate other personalities, other people, to try to, I guess, bring forth a feeling of entertainment value, versus just being myself and accepting whatever the results are for that, which I think can be a lot harder, being yourself and letting things, turn out however they're supposed to turn out. But yeah, I'm back. I feel a little bit more refreshed in the sense of I'm going to be doing me, I'm going to be doing what I do and the way that I do it. No super rambunctious personality that doesn't really define me. Pretty calm and laid back, almost all the time. Not saying that I was, going crazy earlier, but I think at times I was putting on a face that wasn't really my own. Back to it. It's a good morning. Woke up at around 8 a.m. It's 8:49 now. Woke up, read my devotion, drinking a bit of tea, and then it was just been charting. Nice quiet morning. Ready for the day ahead of me. I got work at 11:45 and interview at 10, so I'm not going to be able to record some of this morning, but I'm going to get you guys what I can today. Right now, looking at NQ, and NQ, ES, US 30, or YM. I'm really, as of right now, I'm bearish. Looking for a possible continuation this morning on all three. Really, I only trade NQ, but I use ES as somewhat of as confluence with divergences on the index. And then I'm trading US 30 now. US 30, I'm waiting for a pullback on, the hourly time frame. Fill this gap and then we go and sweep a low. NQ, really looking for something similar, looking for a high to get swept on the 15-minute as of right now. And then looking to see the daily objective be to probably come back lower again. And go about the day that way. Really just trying to go back to the basics of trading. Go back to the basics of, okay, what's the morning objective? What's the objective right now of pricing? How can I get in on that? Versus trying to project where price is going to move for the entire day, which is pretty irrational in my opinion. It's not really sustainable if I can try to figure out, okay, what is price trying to do right now? Then I think that will be a lot more beneficial for me. Alrighty, my bad, guys. Camera was acting up, but if you can see here, looking for a 15-minute high to just get swept here, and then possibly see price come back down, break this divergence. Let me go to ES here. And looking for the same thing here. We do have a bullish divergence on price, which is very close to getting broken here. So I'm not really too attached to the divergence idea. Looking to possibly just see us break it today, and then see price realign on the higher time frames with those those lows being taken. But that's really all I'm looking at for NQ. We'll see what happens. Really looking for something kind of like this. All right. And then same thing on, ES. And then some price action on the 5 or the 1 minute time frame where I can get in on the drop. So I'm just keeping my mind open to that. And that's where I think, the opportunity lies for today or for this morning. So, yeah, like I said, just going to keep my mind open. Let me take a look at US 30. So US 30, I've been trading it a bit. I've traded it once so far this year. It was a break-even trade, and I'm just looking for this gap to close having formed right here, and then see the next hourly candle possibly come up and fill it, and then we go back short down here, at least taking this low, and then come back down possibly and take this one. So like I said, just keeping an open mind, doing what I can. We got 5 minutes left in this candle, so we'll see. If this gap gets filled, then we might not be looking at a trade for the day. And if not, then we might be looking for a trade for today. So I'll talk to you guys in a second. Alrighty, guys, I'm in NQ shorts. This is a 1 hour continuation trade on NQ. So no high or low was swept. And I'm really just trying to take this opportunity to learn, see. 1-to-1 is at this green line. Week low is at this this 43.053 level, and then overall I believe like daily goals will probably take this low out and then probably continue down, but I'm going to move stops to break even once price reaches a 1-to-1 just to take risk off and see and just kind of like, you know, keep moving from there. So just keeping an open mind. I got to take a shower, so I'll probably talk to y'all in a second. ES and NQ, I haven't taken anything on yet, just because it's not 9:30. I know that can be kind of backwards because I took a trade on US 30, but I'm really just learning US 30, trading it with like a bit of intuition, but trying to have some structure and kind of know what I'm doing. Feel like I know what I'm doing and the reasoning why I'm doing what I'm doing. With ES and NQ, hasn't done anything yet for me to want to enter. We've taken this 15-minute high on NQ, but not on ES. So we have a possible bearish divergence on the 15-minute time frame that I'm not really worried about right now. I really would want to see it get broken, quite honestly, but we'll see what happens. Looking on the 5-minute really mainly. Let's look at the 5. Yeah, I'm not really too keen on taking anything right now. If it goes down without me, then it goes down without me. I'm not pressed. So, let's see what, yeah, US 30 is nearing that 1R. I do need to take this shower, though. It's about to be 9:20 and start preparing for this interview. So, yep. Alrighty, guys. NQ just reached 1-to-1, so I put stops to break even. I'm just doing what I think would be the right decision to do now. Now, if price comes back up to here and takes me out for a small profit, then okay, a really break-even day. But looking to see this get taken next. I believe that's between here and here, between these two price levels is where I believe the daily objective is, and that's to see price go a little bit lower. So I'll, like I said, I'll keep you guys updated. Alrighty, guys, I went to go take my shower, and I come back, and price stops me at break even, right at around 9:26, and I would have made over $800 on this trade if I just didn't move stops to break even so early on. I should have just accepted the risk. I had high conviction in, you know, where price was moving and where price was going. This was just a bit of a shakeout at like right near, you know, New York Stock Exchange open that I got caught up in. So, you know, learning lesson for me. I'm done for the day probably. I'm about to get ready for this interview. It's a bit upsetting that I lost that trade, but I'm really just trying to take it as like a learning experience. Put on some business professional clothes for this interview. And yeah, so yeah, it is a bit upsetting, but all I can do is really take from it what I can, and which is the lesson. And then therefore, like, you know, it's impossible to lose. So, sorry, I gotta get something for this chair. It stays squeaking, but yeah, about to get ready for this interview. It starts at 10. It goes to 10:30, and I'm gonna talk to you guys again after that. So, peace. Just left the crib, about to get ready to go to work. I gotta go put some gas in the car. Change back into some more comfy clothes. Was in my suit earlier for the interview. The interview went pretty good. Really good, actually. I mean, hopefully, you know, I get the internship, because that'll be good. But yeah, that's really it. Still thinking about that trade, what I could have done better. I already know what I could have done better. At this point, I'm just kind of thinking about the profits. The profits would have been nice. Very much appreciated right now, but can't really think about the money. Really just got to look at this like learning opportunities, just learning how to manage risk, learning how to do this and that right on the charts, and don't think about the funds, because I just do a good job and somehow the funds will appear in my account. That's the way I got to think about it. So yeah, yeah, my girlfriend's on FaceTime right now. That's where these sounds are coming from. She just had her beauty rest. So I'm headed to Sheets right now. Put some gas in the car. I'm just gonna put a few dollars because I need to go to Sam's because I get like discounted gas because I have to put premium in here. And so I'm gonna just put a few dollars in there, and then I'm gonna just go fill up the rest of the tank at Sam's Club after I get off work. It's just me opening today, so I already talked to the owner. He said I can try to get some footage if I want. And yeah, so today's been a good day. It's kind of chilly outside, but today's a good day. What's up, guys? Just got off the phone with my family. Got some dinner here that's probably gone cold on me, but it's cool. Eating healthier. Definitely grateful for it. Let me pray real quick. Father, thank you for today, God. Thank you for giving me that talk with my father, my mother, and my sister. This is much better than eating McDonald's every day. Probably for my, lifespan and whatnot. I got that hot harissa in the bowl here. Shit's spicy. Dang, I dropped a little spinach. Yeah, guys, I'm in a tough spot right now. Honestly, like, sometimes feel like, the world is crashing down on me. I'm not gonna make it. And sometimes I feel like I'm just rushing, just trying to make it. Make it to the next day. I don't know. Man, like, sometimes I really just feel like I'm not gonna make it. And I'm laughing just because it's like, I know I will. Like, I can't lose in the long run, I'm gonna win. Like, today trading, like, I'm up over 800, or I could have been up $800 to start the week, right? $800. That's more than I make on a single paycheck. You know what I mean? Like, it's not life-changing money, but it's situation-changing money. You know what I'm saying? Like, it changes my situation. Like, that's, next month's rent taken care of. It does a lot for me to be able to, if I can make that amount of money in a trade on any given day, right? And, like, price goes back to break even at $300 because I made a bad decision in the moment. I'm grateful for it, though. It's all a learning experience. Feel me? Like, all I can do is learn from it and have a more open mind to the other possibilities next time I'm in a similar position. Man, this is spicy. But yeah, I mean, really sometimes just feeling like I'm not going to make it. Feeling like things aren't going to work out. I want to get there. My habits have brought me to the point that I'm at now. And I have to accept my situation for what it is. And just keep it moving. Keep going. I feel like the stage that I'm at right now is like giving me a deeper appreciation for the little things. Making me more grateful of what was provided to me when I'm growing up. The way that my father's able to provide.
my father and mother are able to provide for us, you know. Like, I'm starting to see it through, like, sometimes not being able to do certain things, you know. But I'm not allowing myself to get too comfortable and complacent in the stage that I'm in right now. I don't want to do that because I don't want to do that because then I'll never elevate. I'll never elevate to another level. I'll never be worthy of more. Working to have more, you know. Working to be more, you know. Suspicious dude walking by my car. And what? Old man though. If he tries something, I could take him. Oh. Sometimes, man, all it takes is, you know, one trade. Like, you know, took that trade on US 30 today. I haven't traded US 30 since maybe like 2022, bro. And took that trade. And all it takes sometimes is just one trade, bro. Like, one trade. Such a clean trade. To kind of bring you back to what's possible. To what's possible with trading if you can just lock in with yourself. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I'm full. We'll finish the rest of this later. This food be filling, man. Very much appreciated, though. Come on now. Can you stay closed? Boy. Excuse me. Thank y'all for watching, man. Embrace the struggle. Embrace the struggle. Because it won't last forever. The struggle won't last forever. And I'm in it right now, but I'm going to make it. Sometimes I don't know how. But I have like a plan in place, you know. When I get to be, you know, get to do certain things, and when I get to be certain things. When I get to be able to do certain things. Like, all that stuff means something to me. And I can't, that's the only thing I have, you know, keeping me going sometimes besides my relationship with God. But, like, I need that. Like, I need that. I need it to happen. And it will happen. Like, it's impossible to lose. And for anybody that's watching this that feels like they're losing, like, you gotta know that it's impossible for you to lose. Like, you can't lose. Like, you can't. Like, if you just focus on the inputs, just focus on, like, okay, like, if I want to be up by 7 a.m., don't think about the fact that you want to wake up at 7 a.m. Think about the fact that you need to be asleep by 10 p.m., you know? Think about those things and like, sit on it for a little bit. Because once you figure out, like, the inputs and you just focus on that, the other stuff's going to happen randomly. Focus on, like, the hard part, which is really just, like, going to bed when you're supposed to go to bed. Not drinking that when you're not supposed to drink that. Not eating that when you're not supposed to eat that. Build yourself up. I feel like I'm building myself up after tearing myself down because of my negative habits that I've had and that I've built over the past few years since being a young teenager. A young boy in general. Not always thinking that I have time to figure it out. And I'm now at the point where, like, I'm like, bro, I don't have time to figure it out anymore. Like, I know what I need to do. I already have it figured out. I know what I need to do. The other stuff is going to come. Like, I need to just do what I know is the right thing to do now. And I'll figure out the rest of it. The rest of it will come to me. whenever I don't feel like doing something that I know I should probably do, like I need to think about like the people that I want to be able to benefit in later on in life, like the people that I want to be able to help and care for. All that lies on the other side of me doing the thing that I don't feel like doing per se, you know. Again, you know, thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it. Definitely, you know, having this camera just it feels like another person to talk to and somebody that isn't gonna say anything back, but it's somebody that is just here to listen. And I like all my innermost thoughts. Putting out these videos, maybe you know, get 2-3 views, and it's like, yeah, it's 2-3 views, but it's 2 to 3 people that are possibly listening, really listening to what I have to say, and the way that I want to say it. This is really the realest version of me that is being presented all day, and there's not a single soul around. So I appreciate y'all. Talk to you guys tomorrow, man. Whenever I make another video. Let me stop saying that. I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Peace.